Hey MAGA, here's a prime example or a prime lesson on someone who bloviates and lies about who they are and what they do, and when actually put in a situation to make changes, they expose themselves. They get caught, and you always get caught. You will never go through life cheating your way through life. You will always get caught. Dan Bongino, who was a mainstay on Fox News and had his own podcast and was making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, became the deputy director of the FBI under this new Trump administration. And we all know that they came out talking about the Epstein files and how they were going to get stuff out to the public and out to the people. Listen to how tough he sounded just a couple of months ago.
If you are engaged in behavior, you know what you're doing, we're going to find you. I promise. No one is going to get off. The days of selecting and putting your partisan bias on and taking care of your friends, those days are over.
Taking care of your friends, those days are over in the FBI. We're not buddies over here. We're going to do our job. But this is also him around the same time.
It was a lot. It's been tough on the family. People ask me all the time, do you like it? I say, no, I don't. But, I was at one of our facilities yesterday down in Winchester, and a woman who worked there, very nice, said, I used to watch your show. I miss you. I said, I miss me too. Part of you, part of you dies a little bit when you see all this stuff from behind the scenes.
You got to go back and watch that part again, because when he was telling that joke and it sounded funny, they did a nervous laugh. He wasn't laughing. You saw the seriousness in his eyes. The man was hurting. He had saw something in those FBI files, whatever files he saw, that freaked him out. And the politics surrounding him is too much for him. He's getting caught. So when they started talking about the Epstein files, all hell broke loose. And he broke down.
All right, this breaking news. Sources tell CNN that Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino has told people that he's considering resigning amid a major clash between the FBI and DOJ over the continued fallout from the release or lack thereof of the Jeffrey Epstein memo.
We're hearing that he's considering resigning after they had this heated confrontation with the Attorney General Pam Bondi over the handling of this earlier this week. And basically there was a meeting at the White House where the FBI Director Kash Patel was there, the White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles. They were questioned about whether they were part of a story, that there was basically some infighting over how this came out, and this memo that said we're not going to be releasing any more information related to Jeffrey Epstein. And I should note that we are told Bongino denied leaking any story to this outlet that it was reported on. But there has been a lot of fighting between Attorney General Pam Bondi specifically and the leadership over at the FBI over who's to blame in this situation.
The memo that they got was not a public memo. Somebody leaked that memo to the press and it got out. So now Trump is on Pam Bondi's ass saying who leaked the fucking memo. She's saying the FBI did it. Bongino saying fuck both of y'all, I ain't do shit. And if you don't know, the FBI is under the DOJ. So the FBI answers to her. But okay, Kash Patel, I guarantee you, is saying, hey, I ain't fucking do it. Bongino did it. So everybody in there pointing fingers because Trump want to know who's doing the leak. And Kash Patel, who's the FBI director, has been giving polygraph tests to other FBI agents trying to find out who's leaking any information to the press. They are actually doing polygraph tests on their own people. And so with this, Dan Bongino said, hell with this, I don't need this. I'm getting paid about $120,000 when I can go back to my podcast to make millions. I don't need this shit. And so he ain't coming to work Friday. And nobody knows if he's going to be at work Monday. But everybody watching, who is in the files? MAGA is going crazy now because now they know the deep state has got our own people. The deep state is controlling Trump and his FBI and DOJ, and the deep state got him. Trump is the deep state. If he don't release those files, your man is the deep state because he knows he may be in those files. Allegedly. What do you think?
I don't give a damn about friends. I don't have any friends. I don't want any friends. I got my wife, I got you, and I got a small crew of people. So I don't need any friends.